If you would like to support the Morning Glory podcast, make sure to go check out patreon.com/Coop the Comedian for behind-the-scenes exclusive content. You can also check out all my stand-up comedy on Patreon as well as Taste the Strain episodes. Patreon.com/Coop the Comedian. Woohoo! I think we're the live button, right? We're live?
Yeah, all right, I got the memo this time. Yes.
I got
it.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Morning Glory podcast, episode 68. We've got a lot of things that I want to talk about here. As you can tell by the title, is this the end of the Morning Glory podcast? I'm here with my co-host, as always, Mr. RayRoc.
How y'all doing?
Doing fine, brother. And my apologies. We're missing one of our co-hosts right now, but he should be jumping in at some point, hopefully in the show. Dayton Jay. We just like to send our thoughts to him in this moment of crisis where he's stuck in traffic. Everybody hates traffic, right?
Yep. As a matter of fact, I was playing Family Feud last night. That was one of the questions, or answers, rather. It was a similar, deal, but yeah.
You're a big Family Feud guy? We should do a Morning Glory podcast, Family Feud, together with all of us.
I got the box set game. It's awesome. I love it. The only thing it doesn't have is, the speed round after one of the families wins, and,
Okay, yeah, that's
they don't do that. The deal is if you get all however many questions are on the board, then if you get them all, you get that card. First person with 5 cards wins the game.
Huh, cool.
But yeah, they give you an ish load of cards, But the only problem is once you get into reruns, like I have half photographic memory somehow.
Have you never played Family Feud online or anything? Or?
Never.
Oh, really? Oh, man, I used to play, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire all the time online.
Now, that I did back in the day when it was popular.
I think you're
back in the Regis days, and then who took over after that? Meredith?
I have no idea, but now there's all these different versions of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
So I heard. I gave up on it.
Apparently, somewhere in I don't know, near Saudi Arabia or something like that, they have the version of it, and the currency.
And wait. Saudi Arabia has a version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
I have no idea if it's Saudi Arabia, but there's
Is it millionaire or $10 air?
See, that's the thing. Is the $1 million to them is worth 25,000 US or something like that. So,
are you kidding me? That's the wow.
Yeah,
that's a hell of a price swing.
Yeah, I don't know really. I'm sure every country has their own different currencies of their own version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, right? But that was always the classic versions. Regis filled it. Yeah, would you guys ever have family nights where it's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was the show that the whole family will watch every night?
As a matter of fact, yeah, there was quite a few, actually. You know what the biggest one was? And it wasn't even a game show. It was Dexter. You remember on Showtime, Dexter?
Yeah, Dexter. That was the murder show.
Yeah. He was like a moral compass. He would kill other, serial killers. And well, anyway, that turned into an event. Every Sunday night, man, there's 8 of us there glued to the TV.
Nice. I've had so many TV shows where everybody would get together for that thing. From what I remember it would be I think it was a Monday night where it would be Whose Line Is It Anyway with Drew Carey, right?
See, I get that confused with the Wayne Brady one. Didn't he do something?
No, Wayne Brady is doing Let's Make a Deal.
Let's make a deal. All right.
Yeah, that's the current one with Wayne Brady. But Wayne Brady's on that show, though. He's on Whose Line Is It Anyway.
Okay, that's the other thing that messes me up. That he is
it's usually with the crowd. It's usually Wayne Brady. It's usually a guest or something like that. Sometimes Brad. There would be
Yeah.
Colin Mockery, the Canadian,
Yeah.
and
Is he the big, tall, goofy dude?
no, that's Ryan Stiles. That's
Ryan
the
Stiles. Yeah, I liked
he-
Ryan Stiles.
oh yeah, no, he resembled me the most. He's like tall, lanky with curly hair kind of thing. I've always loved
Yeah.
it. But I actually went to they came out here to Vancouver, and I got to see him live.
Really?
Yeah. Do you man? I've got quite the story. Oh man, do you guys know Greg Proops at all? Greg
Why is
Proops
that
is
not right?
Greg Proops is on Whose Line Is It Anyway. He's the guy with the glasses. He's incredibly intelligent.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got you.
So this is an incredible story. I met Greg Proops at Just for Laughs in Montreal when I was my first year volunteering with them. So, Whose Line Is It Anyway is came out here to Vancouver to do a live show. So me and my family, or me and my sisters, we went to go see the show. We're big fans of them, and we had a great time. Ryan Stiles was there, Greg Proops was there. I can't remember who else.
You met them all.
No, I'll get to what happened because this is the funniest thing. I mean, my sister is a big fan of one of the guys there. I think his name's Brad. Brad is like this young guy that a lot of young girls would like, right? He's got that look for the young girls. So after the show, my sisters are trying to go find them. They're trying to go find Brad. They're trying to go find the crew because they want to go meet this Brad dude. So I'm stuck in the back of this car with the two sisters at the front. They drive all the way behind the building, and Greg Proops and Brad are sitting outside with a smoke. And my sisters pull up and they're like yelling. It's like, Brad, can we get a picture? I'm like sitting in the back seat. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So they're having their smoke because this is their peacetime. And so finally he's like, all right, yeah, you can come out. So the sisters get out, they get out, they go meet Brad, they give him a hug and everything like that. And then they're waving me over to get out of the car so I can go take a picture with them, kind of thing.
Seriously? Okay.
So and then I'm walking. All right. Oh fuck, I'm out of this. So I'm walking up. I walk straight up to Greg. I was like, Greg, Brad, I'm so sorry for this, Greg. You know me. I was as Coop. You know, we met at Montreal, and Greg goes, Coop the comedian. Yeah, I remember, man. I was like, he's like, we catch up. I was like, man, I'm so sorry about this. She's just big fans of Brad.
Oh my god!
It's like when you have family and then they're in love with it. It's like you can't really control what they're doing, right?
No, you can't. Not even close. No, you can't.
So we're lucky enough. My sister gets the picture after interrupting him with the smoke and everything like that. And then I tell Greg and Brad, it's like, thank you so much for doing this. I didn't ask for a picture because this was already embarrassing enough for me as it is.
A little bit, yeah.
So we finally get back in the car, we drive off. They're all happy. And to this day, that's just probably one of the most hilarious encounters I've had with Greg Proops.
I guess it would be.
It was a really fun time, man. It was a really fun time, but just when you have people around you that you can't really control sometimes if they're big fans of somebody, right?
Oh no, you cannot. Hey, speaking of meeting, celebrities and stuff like that, did I tell you about when I met Kevin Spacey?
Oh my God!
This was before all.
Whoa.
Yeah, this was before that. This was like maybe 06.
Really? Okay. Well, now I need to know.
All right. So the building that I worked in Philly on the 8th floor was an agency where, like I met Jennifer Lopez. I met well, let me get to the Spacey story before I get way off topic. So anyway, I mean, there must have been at least 5, A-lister celebrities that I met, J-Lo as sweet as could be. Anyway, at the elevators at the bottom of the, obviously on the first floor. So he's waiting there with who I assume was a bodyguard and probably his agent, right? Mm-hmm. So, and I'm waiting there because I got to go to my office, at this place. So, obviously we know who Kevin Spacey is. So I turned to him. I said, how are you, Mr. Spacey? I said, my name's Ray. I work in the building. He gives me the dirtiest look, right? He goes, I ain't got time for this shit, like just kind of turns his back
Really?
on me. Now, immediately, you know me, I'm one of the most peaceful people on the planet, right? I wanted to choke this motherfucker out, I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like now down, through the other side, like was a recording studio. I met Cypress Hill. I hung out with Cypress Hill, Counting Crows, and a
Wow.
bunch of other guys. Now that was all a blast, but this one dickhead, man. And then when all this shit just came out, well, not recently. It's been going on for what, a year and a half now. It's basically, I forget what he even did, man. But it really don't matter. But yeah, man, how do you? It wasn't like I don't want an autograph from nobody. You know what I mean? What good is a name on a piece of paper for me? No offense to people that collect autographs or anything, but that just ain't my thing. Like, but it was just a simple. It's like, really, are you that much better than me that you can't shake a man's hand?
Yeah.
Needless to say, I didn't get in the elevator. Now with J Lo. She, I said, I'll wait for the next, wait till it comes back. She goes, no, honey, come in. She's talking to me now. Her bodyguard is like, like this. And they're all cool as shit. Again, it's always three of them, you know what I mean? And that was just what I was used to. And then this dude walks in, and I figure, it's not like I'm dressed obnoxiously or anything, I did have safety glasses on and all that, but
that's incredible that you get to be around these kind of people, though.
Yeah, it was really cool, and that they would take the time out and just talk to me like a normal person, we are. I don't give a, if you're a, 50, millionaire or whatever, like they're very down to earth, not like,
I guess, okay, it's for everybody wondering where Dayton is, I'm just getting messages from right now. Apparently the link is not getting out to him somehow, which I do not understand. I keep sending him the link. So let me try and fix this quickly for him, because Jesus Christ. All I need to do is just send it to email, but I don't understand why he hasn't joined back in yet. It's very strange.
While you're doing that, so let's see, what's
who's in the chat there? I think Indigo's in there, right?
Indigo, we got Jim, Kay's my brother. What's going on? Ray Sean.
Yeah, what's going on?
Buddy. Yeah, buddy.
There we go. Finally.
Daniel Wine. Oh, we got Day? We got him. There he goes.
Hello.
Hello.
I thought you were waiting.
I sent you that link about 5 times. How come you just got that now?
We're making small talk.
I have no idea.
Now, so with that said, I just told an old story. You know me. I don't really tell stories, but I told a story. And it wasn't about the one-winged eagle that tried shitting on me either.
All right. Okay.
I'm still into the editing with that. I think that story brought up 5 times.
We got Daniel Weiland in the chat too, by the way, my brother.
All right, so now we got the crew here. What's going on, Dayton? Finally, you made it. How was traffic?
Traffic was not nice. Really,
I love traffic. It's my favorite.
People being absolute dickheads on roundabouts. Blocking the whole roundabout so not even anyone going the other way can get through. People just don't know how to drive. It's shocking. It's like, whoa. It's not that difficult. You turn the steering wheel, you're obeying the road rules. It's,
that's one thing that I take the
angry.
I'm so glad that, this is why I take the subway. I'm like, I can get around with the SkyTrain anywhere in Vancouver. You can just take the SkyTrain. You don't have to deal with traffic. You just deal with the people inside. But definitely traffic is up there for one of the top 5 most angry things in the world.
According to Family Feud, for sure.
Yeah, that's basically what you've missed, Dayton, as we've just been talking about Whose Line Is It Anyway? You guys have the British version out there, right?
Yeah, we created that shit.
Yeah.
Of course you did.
Just like the English.
Yeah.
I still can't speak a lick. Hey,
it's what we do. It's what we do. Basically, we do all the stuff, and you take all the credit.
Hey, Day, can I put you on the spot and answer your question?
Always, yeah.
I've been thinking of this forever, and I keep forgetting to ask you. Can you do an American accent? Can you like dumb it down a little bit and talk like an American?
I don't know if I can talk like an American. That was pretty shit. That was real fucking shit.
That was a Southern accent, at least. You fit in New Orleans or something like that.
If it was Southern, it'd sound more like a hick, like this, you know? I can't even do. I'm not even.
My bad, Dan. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that. I'm thinking of Scott Weiland, and it just came out that way. I pronounced his name wrong. That's on me.
Right, so
I'm an idiot.
So Ray, can I put you on the spot now?
Shit, dude, I've been practicing this because I knew it was going to come back, dude. I can't do an English accent. I can't do it.
I don't want you to do just an English accent. I want you to do a Middlesbrough accent, where I'm from.
Where I'm from?
Where I'm from?
Where I'm from.
It sounds a little bit Scottish.
It's not fucking Scottish. It's not Scottish.
Damn. Look, I'm from Philly, man. It's hard to get that. You can put it in, you just can't take it out. You understand what I'm saying? It's not my fault. This is why I'll never be in Hollywood. Not that I aspired to be, but
I can't do accents for crap. I can
if I'm digging around, but I don't know what kind of accent it is. I just make shit up, I can't give you an example at the moment because I'm an airhead, but this ain't nothing new to nobody.
So just catching Dayton up what he's missed. Really, we haven't talked much. It's just mostly about whose lines anyway. I told a story about how I met Greg Proops. I don't know if you met him or not, or he's the guy with like intelligent glasses out here. He's on the American version out here. So I was just telling.
He's got intelligent glasses. So them glasses can do maths and stuff.
It's you know what? I can definitely see him creating his own glasses and be smarter than whatever those Google glasses are they came out with. What a failure that was. I'm not even sure if they're making those anymore, but that was supposed to be the next high thing with these Google glasses that people could just look up stuff on their glasses. I'm not sure if that worked out. But technology's growing, but it also is really shitty when the links don't work. But yeah, no, how have you been this week, Dayton?
Oh, same old. Dad life, bit of gardening.
Good old
really.
What's in the garden there? Are you making like herbs or vegetables or anything out there?
No. We don't have a big enough garden. I've just tidied it up, put some flowers down, some bedding flowers.
Okay.
Just trying to make it a little bit nicer, It's, I'm actually, I'm a bricklayer by trade, but I'm actually a pavior and a hardscape gardener as well.
Oh, okay.
But when it comes to my own garden, I just don't do it,
That's the rule of thumb. You're a professional in one thing, but you don't do a damn thing in your own place. Trust that. I've been doing it my whole life.
I love my little spices of like basil that I have. Like we got a couple of basil plants growing here. We got some dill. I love dill. Dill's one of my favorite flavors out there.
I like dill. Rosemary.
Rosemary and thyme is always
thyme.
That's always good for turkey meal.
That's TYME. Thyme.
Mm-hmm. I thought it spelled THYME.
They do.
Fuck you.
Anyways, okay, so I just want to give more shouts. Daniel Weidland's in there in the chat. What's up, Daniel? Hopefully everything's all well with you. Jim, shout out to you. Ray Sean, Indigo, and I believe RayRoc is in the chat as well. So
I'm not in the chat. That ain't me. Someone's acting like me.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's RayRoc 420, not 421.
That's such bullshit. I tried changing that. Are you kidding me? It don't make no sense. It says it's in use. It's not. I looked it up.
When I changed my Twitter name to Comedy Coop, I didn't realize that that's when my original name was Verified Coop, right? So
right. That's right.
Apparently, there's this new rule now that you can't have the word verif in your thing. You can't have the word verified, apparently.
Why?
Apparently, I don't know. Apparently, Twitter is just doing that where it's banning people where you're not allowed to use the word very, so you can't be verified, I guess. I don't know.
That's
weird. It's weird.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just a bit random.
It's
Dan,
Twitter's got those kind of weird rules.
Absolutely BS, by the way. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense, but whatever.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just about to say, I guess what we really wanted to get into talking about right now is
let's do that.
The future of our podcast. It's we're in a
or lack thereof.
I want to make sure with everybody here, I want to clarify stuff about what is happening right now. So the program Google Hangouts on Air is ending at the end of July. So we will no longer be able to go live with this format of Google Hangouts on Air. That is done. So unfortunately, whatever you're seeing right now live, unfortunately that has to end because there's no program out there that's replacing it.
Ow.
So that's obviously a big blow to us, right? So
that kind of sucks.
So
that's not the way I want to be blown.
We all wish to be blown the other way. Well, that's obviously we can't really do anything about that, right? So
not at the moment, no, we can't.
No. But there are options that we have for this format that we can still do. A lot of people still really like the replays because I put a lot of effort into the graphics and everything like that, right?
Yeah,
so,
you did a really good job with that.
So there is an option right now with Hangouts on Air. What they're doing is they're starting their own thing called Hangouts Meets. So it's exactly like this, but basically what they're doing is charging money.
And we don't know what that.
I don't know how much it's going to cost, if it's a monthly package or anything like that. I don't know. Maybe I can get a year package where I can just get it and we can. So apparently there's like this exclusive package it comes with that I need to pay for. So in order for me to pay for that, I would have to pay for the program. And then we would do this style that we're doing. We're recording and like that. And then I would have to take that and just do my normal editing. So you would still get the normal edited episode of the Morning Glory podcast, what you're seeing right now.
Dan just said, Dan, exactly. Yeah, we can still do audio, but
So that we have option, but it's very limited to what we can do right now. So it's like we can. They suggested that we should just go live with just. With Skype and maybe just have a picture of us like what you see with the thumbnail, right? And just us talking. Oh, go ahead, RayRoc.
Sorry.
Oh, I saw you pointing your finger. I thought you were like waving your hand or something like that. It's like,
no.
I got a question.
Come talk to me. Language.
I'm like that one kid that doesn't know the answer, but he thinks he does in the classroom. Oh, I
got it. Forgot.
Oh,
hey, I feel like I'm getting Truman Showed now. It sounds like my entire until I got to high school, and then I pretty much went to high school to get weed. And, I didn't get into like all that campus and stuff until grade 12. So I was seriously?
I was
where I grew up, it was just a whole different animal, you know, because like we called them the old heads. It's funny because I mean they were only like 20, 21 at the time, and we were, you know, they were about 5 years older than us.
Right.
We had a lot of good influences around us, you know. So they're like, "Here's a joint, smoke it, kid," or a blunt. I hated. No offense, like passing around a blunt with like 8 people. I'm sorry, I'm good on that.
Yeah,
I'm not a germaphobe by any means, but like by the time it comes around, it's all chewed up and nasty looking. I'm like, I don't need it that bad. I'll just smoke my own weed if you don't mind.
It's like everybody's taking little nibbles of it, right? It's like,
it's disgusting, man. It's so people are like, Oh man, I don't even know how you could do that to it.
So Coop, grade 12. Grade 12. What age is that?
I think it was around 16 or 17.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that sounds right. 16 or 17. I think it was I was around like 16. So
Pick me up.
that's
I
probably
think I was about 12 or 13 when we started. You know, we would go down to the local stream.
I could do it. I could say that 13. I might start saying that. I might be 13 forever.
see, you guys seem
13.
like you seem like you were kind of might have been part of like a cool group of people. See, for me, I was never a cool guy. I've always been like this like weird nerd that like I didn't have my friends, right? So I was like this in high school from grade 9 to 11. I got picked on a lot. I was always the quiet guy. I didn't really talk to anybody. And then one day, an old, like the very first guy I met when I went to the school and everything, he stood up for me in math class one day where he's like, "Hey man, this guy's like cool. Shouldn't be picking on him anymore." And then when that happened, it's like the whole school changed about me. It's weird. It's like nobody treated me like shit anymore. Instead, I was happy. I was part of the cool guys. I was going on morning announcements, doing that. It was awesome. So
that's funny, cause to go off of that, that's kind of what I did, because I was always neutral with everybody. You know, like my view of things was never like, oh, here's the dorks and here's the smart kids and here's the cool kids and here's the band kids and so on and so forth. You know, like. But when that bullying shit kicked in, before like it's like stop the bullying and all that, like I just never liked it. You know what I mean? There was no reason for it. And this is at a young age, you know, like grade school. It's like, obviously I'm not telling them to shut the fuck up or anything like that. Like I just have a way about it. But I guess I wouldn't consider myself a cool kid, so to say. You know, I just am. You know, and I just did my own thing. You know, like you know how like when you're growing up. You know, like nobody likes this particular song, but they secretly really do. Like I'm the dude, like, oh, I love that song. You know, like when Spice Girls came out with like "To Become One" or one of them songs, I'm like, fuck, I love that song. You're such a pussy. I'm like, fuck you. It's a good song. I don't care. You're gonna make fun of me for liking a song that you like too. That you're just too big of a pussy to admit. Anyway, sorry.
I still sing a little Backstreet Boys.
Dude, who doesn't? What the hell is that? So I feel like singing it now. I want it that way. Look at that. I can see the wheels turning. He's like, I'm ready to go right now.
Yeah.
We need 2 more members, though.
To be honest, Ray, my school life was kind of the same. You know, I got on with everyone. And then, like, the whole bullying thing,
right?
The whole bullying thing kicked off and everything. And then I would, like, sort of make it my mission to go and fight the bullies, you know? But then the bullies liked me for doing that. So then I even got on with the bullies. So it was...
Exactly. That's
a win-win.
It's a chain reaction. And then the bullshit stops. I can't stand drama. Can't stand BS. It's unnecessary.
Yeah, I would
say
that sometimes when, like, beef happens, sometimes the right thing is to, like, stand up and, like, talk to the person. Like in high school, I remember there was this one guy that wanted to like kick my ass because he thought I like made moves on his girlfriend or something like that. So then I was like freaking out because this guy's like he was part of the Native Reserve where all those little group guys and they all like go on a gang kind of thing. And
sorry, Indigo just wrote in the chat. Oh my god. One of my friends at work bought a Backstreet Boys single when I was 17. See? I'm not the only one.
All right. So, where are I? Okay. Yeah, I was. There was this guy that wanted to kick my ass, and he threatened to like fight me and everything like at school. So I wanted to like figure. I was panicking. I was like, you know what? Like this isn't right. And what I did was I went and I got a bottle of rum, and I went in the forest and I called this guy up, and I was like, dude, like, what the fuck is going on with this bullshit? Like, I haven't really done anything like that. And like, me and this guy are talking on this phone for like 20 minutes. I'm freaking out. I was like, what the fuck did I even do? And then after that, he like respected me for calling him up, and then we became boys. So it's like that's
I think that's the funny part about dudes, you know, like we get in a fight and next thing you know you're like almost best friends, you know, after whatever happens. I guess whoever gets their ass kicked, you know, like you know what, I forget
for me, it
where I
was
was going
never
with that
about
one.
violence. Like, it was more like me talking to people, and it was all misunderstanding stuff. So.
Yeah. I get that. No,
See,
dude,
I think that them times have gone though. You know, that was the time. They were the days when there was honour in a fight. You know, like there'd be 1-on-1. Someone gets beat up, and then you go and buy him a pint or whatever afterwards. You know, whereas now the fight's over, so they go and get a knife, or they go and get 10 friends or a gun or whatever. You know.
Yeah, that whole jumping bullshit and get whatever. You know what?
Yeah,
that stuff is crazy. That happens a lot. Probably.
Like fighting, like absolutely sucks ass now. Whereas, like back in the day, you know, it was just something that happened, and then you all got on with it. You know, you just you'd have a winner, a loser, and then you're both winners because you become friends.
Exactly.
Well, unless you keep losing the fight, and then every day you keep getting beat up, but I'm challenging.
Well, that's more of a bullying thing.
I'm not sure who's crazy. The guy that's like the guy that starts the fight, or the guy that keeps going back and keeps losing in the fight. It's like, what are you trying to prove? You don't have pride just doing that. It's stupidity.
I hate
one of these days I'm gonna win.
One of these days I'm gonna kick his ass.
Let me ask you both a question. In a fight, have either of you ever thrown the first punch?
No.
Never.
No. There was I think I started a fight with a headbutt once. Does that count?
That's a hell of a way to start one off.
I'm not sure if I told this story. It was a Canada Day, and I think I might have already told you guys this. Where I got in a fight.
I think you did. Did you end up jumping off a bridge?
Yes, I did. Yes. How that happened. I think how this happened is
I'm going to headbutt you, run away, and jump off a bridge.
That's basically what happened. Yeah, so I think I've already told that story, but yeah, no, that was very similar. I can't remember what episode we talked about that, but yeah, no, I've started that fight, I think, with a headbutt, not with a punch.
No one wins with a headbutt. No one.
Oh man. Well,
I got a little extra padding here, and I got a starter hat and a bandana underneath. I got a little cushion.
Well, I've certainly like taken a lot of beatings before. Like I don't remember me being one of the first people to throw a punch. It's usually them throwing the first punch, and then me actually absorbing it, and then me hitting them back. I don't know. Hey, it's like one day when I was in high school. I just remember in grade 9. No, it was grade 8. I was in a parking lot, and these classmates of mine, I guess, saw me in the parking lot, and they wanted to try and pick a fight with me. So one of them just came up to me, and then he just said all this stuff about me. I was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm not even doing it." And he just randomly hit me in the face. So he punched me in the jaw, and then I looked at him like straight. I was like, "Whoa!" And then he started like backing off because I think he was like scared that I took a punch from him or something like that. And one of his buddies like, "You should just go around. He's not having a good day." So I turned around, and then the guy tried jumping me from behind. He actually tried jumping me from behind. So what I did was I took him, I swung him off, and I threw him off of me because I have a bigger body than him.
That's what usually happens to me. I ended up getting or attempting to get sucker punched. See, I was just going to tell you, like something for you like jujitsu or Muay Thai, you know, will be cool to do because Heather and I used to do that. We took 3 different things. We did Kung Fu, Muay Thai, and Jiu-Jitsu. And 2 of them are disciplines where it's not so much fighting back, but it's more or less, it's not so much to hurt the other person, but you could twist them up in a pretzel real quick and embarrass them. You know what I mean? Like if they're throwing punches at you, I mean, basically you just laugh in their face the whole time. You know what I mean? But at that point, you know, you could teach a lesson. You know what I mean? You could drop a grown man on the ground. And it doesn't matter how big or small they are or how big or small we are. You know what I mean? When you know what you're doing.
If you would like to support the Morning Glory podcast, make sure to go check out patreon.com/CoopTheComedian for behind-the-scenes exclusive content. You can also check out all my stand-up comedy on Patreon as well as Taste the Strain episodes. Patreon.com/CoopTheComedian.
Did you guys ever get in, like snowball fights in school or anything like that?
Oh, of course. What kind of childhood would you have if you didn't get in a snowball? Who doesn't love taking an ice ball to the face? Fucking assholes.
We for us, there was a rival school that was right next door to us. So after school, it would be our middle school against this other middle school, and there was this huge, gigantic hill. And all we would do is all just have a huge snowball war after school against each other.
Did you pack 20 at a time and just rapid fire?
Yeah. Basically, we would all have our own little domes, and we'd all start at lunchtime. I think it was at lunchtime we would actually start preparing for these wars, kind of these snowball wars. We would we would get all the snowballs ready, and then after school they'd all be ready, and then we'd all just go to war against each other every time.
Yeah, but we get red ice.
Red ice.
It's all about the red ice.
Oh my god. You're a violent mofo, you know that?
No, it's my upbringing, because we would have snowball fights and that, but with rivals and stuff like that. But when it came to rival schools, it was a case of on a Friday night, during the summer, you'd all be drinking on street corners or whatever, and then there'd be 30 people, 30 from your school and 30 from another school, and you just get into a big brawl, and then what happens is the other school starts bringing the dads and stuff like that, so then you're knocking out people's dads and things. So
you know what little RayRoc was doing when all that shit was going on in high school? He's all by himself smoking with his buddy. I ain't getting in no fight with 30 people. I don't need that shit in my life. I'm telling you, I've been the same way my whole life. I'm just a peaceful being. You throw a punch at me, I'm going to fuck you up, but not that tough. But dude, I'm not afraid to walk away from a fight or beat a bigger person, or if you want to call it a pussy or whatever, because I really don't care. I don't feel like getting in a fight. I don't have the time or energy for that shit.
Yeah, and just fighting today is just ridiculous.
It really is. I mean, come on, man. I'm almost 40 years old. As if I need that shit. I didn't need it when I was 18 or 15. I don't need it now. I don't need it ever.
Hell, I at the Legion locally. You guys know what
I'm
Legion
fucking
is, right?
thirsty, man.
I think the youth of today need to spend less time fighting and more time fucking.
That's what I did.
Yeah, that was the way forward. It was the way up.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie. In grade 12, I was pimping hard.
Oh my god!
I was going from girl to girl, man. It was man. Grade 12 was so fun for me. I think I had 5 or 6 girlfriends at that year.
At the same time?
No, not at the same time, but yeah, I did juggle a couple of girls while I was dating one. So.
You insane?
I know it was bad. It was bad, but it was just when I was done seeing this girl kind of thing. So it was
on to the next.
It's on to the next one kind of thing. So it was I was a hardcore.
Cool.
I wasn't like that. I was never like that. But
exactly. Indigo, yes. You see where I'm coming from. It's just pointless.
See, Coop, you're dropping yourself in shit now, because you've just basically said you were a player, but then you've just told us a story about how you'd convinced this guy that you didn't do nothing with his girlfriend.
See, that was in grade 10, I think, with that story. Grade 12 was different.
You did it. You did it.
No, I think I was just too kind, and a lot of girls there was just one girl that was just absolutely insane and just made
just
all
one?
this. What's that?
I said just one.
No, well, one individual for sure. She just was making up all this lies about all these like. It's like she would be. I would be sitting. I'd be friends with her brother because her brother was older, and we would be watching wrestling. So, but then when I'd come over to the house, she would call like her boyfriend up and say like I'm trying to hit on her and shit like that while I'm sitting downstairs.
Oh, an instigator.
Yeah, it's basically what it was. It's just one of those instigator girls. So yeah, there are girls I've had encounters with like that. So, but I'm a pimp. What can I say?
Well, Indigo dubbed you a player in caps locks. You're a player. You still got your condoms, I hope?
Yeah, I still got them, but hopefully they're not expired. Okay, well, I'm just breaking this right now. Do you know I've never actually had sex without a condom before?
Never.
What?
Does that make me a virgin?
I think it actually does.
I swear to God, no. I've only been having sex with condoms right now. I've never had unprotected sex yet.
Wait, wait. I thought it was the other way around. I thought you never had sex with a condom. You've never had unprotected sex.
I've never had unprotected sex. I've always had to wear the condom.
Oh, I see.
Wow. Well,
what's wrong with that? I just haven't found the right girl yet.
I'm just saying, just be prepared to like
about what?
Enjoy it on a whole new level.
What do you mean?
Well, it feels better. That's what I mean. It feels.
You know when the condoms say for his and her pleasure? No, it ain't.
Hey, episode 69 is next week.
Yeah, we've got to get that in before Hangout goes off.
Yeah, don't worry, we will. But yeah, no, I'm just.
Yep.
I'm wondering if that makes me a virgin. You sound like King of the Hill, like Hank Hill. Yep.
Yep. Propane and propane accessories.
Did you know they're trying
Bobby?
to? They're trying to bring that show back.
Come on, for real?
Yeah, they're having the talks about trying to bring King of the Hill back on the air.
Interesting.
So
it's not going to work. Well, then again, I don't know. I don't watch TV unless it's like past 10, really.
It'd be interesting because I think that I'm not sure if it would be the same because I think they wanted to try and make Bobby Hill into a teenager and go into like high school or something like that.
Interesting. Oh,
like,
you know what?
A prequel.
No, not prequel. It's more like it's like a fast forward. It's like them. It's like having an older show. It's like they're older in the future, right? So
a sequel then.
Yeah, there you go. But from what I've read, the reason why they want to try and bring it back on the air is because of the Donald Trump era right now. They think that just with that kind of humor mixed with what's going on right now, I think there would be a lot of humor in that.
Well, I mean, just to look at the dude is 1,000 jokes in itself. I mean, we've had white presidents, a black president. Now we have an orange president. I'm not sure what country he's from, but honestly, I'm not quite sure he really is a person.
I have a little bit. I've been doing a little bit of weird news, and I'm glad that you guys brought that up because I did find something that was very odd. Apparently, a local person found a steak. It was like a steak, and it was shaped as Vladimir Putin.
I've seen that. I've seen that, and there's a picture of Vladimir Putin and then the steak on the shelf, and it's got a nose and everything.
I've got it right here. 1 second here. I'm gonna.
Hey, hold on. While you guys are talking about Vladdy Poots, I need to go get a Gatorade or something. If I ain't drinking, then well, that's a problem for me. I'll be back.
There it is. There's the picture of the steak right there.
Oh my God! Wow.
Doesn't that look similar? Oh, that's great.
Where's
Oh,
little
man.
chubby, what's his name? Kim Jong-un?
Kim Jong-un.
Kim.
All right. Back to me. Let me
Back
let
to
me
you. And back to me getting a drink. And I'll be back.
All right. Well,
So-
I've got a little bit more weird news to read when you get back, though, Day. But this has been a lot of fun.
Okay.
So yeah, as I guess as far as the Morning Glory podcast goes, we have options, right? It's going to be a financial beating for me to do the stuff that you guys want with this the Hangouts meet and that. So for people that are unaware, I've taken on Patreon a big financial beating. I've lost over $100 worth in Patreon things or Patreon money, so I can't really afford to do the stuff that I want to do right now. So I'm still trying to look at the options. Maybe next week I'll try and maybe have more of a plan going forward. But as far as right now, we could still go live and just do audio in that. I'd still prefer this format where I can like have the video camera switching back and forth because it's really fun. I don't have to do any work, so that's why.
And, you know, we've got pretty faces.
Yes, we do have pretty faces, but from what other people like, they want to see us. They want us. They want the visuals and everything like that, right?
Yeah.
So there are many things that we can do. It's just right now, with the financial beating I'm taking right now, it's tough with the decisions I have to make right now. So, but we'll figure.
All I can say, Coop, is that like I said a few weeks ago, it's just another hurdle, and you know we'll get through it. We always do, you know.
This has been around for quite some time. This has been around for like over 10, 15 years, I think. So, it's just how I wish I had the programs to do OBS with Windows, but the thing is, the computer it goes too slow. So if we do a live connection, we won't get proper. Like it'll be all glitchy. It won't have good sound quality. So it's just. We've got options that we just need to figure out what is the best option, right? Maybe I should do a poll. Maybe I should a little survey what people want kind of thing. So, but yeah, it's just, I guess we'll figure it out. Not much time to figure it out though, right?
We got this, Coop. We got this. We got this.
Of course.
Sponsored by Capri Sun. As if we haven't picked up that sponsor yet. That would have been our money problem solved right there.
I've had these fucking things for weeks, and I just went in. I'm like, oh yeah, let me get my Capri Sun.
I did not. Okay, I read
It's a mountain cooler.
I didn't realize some of the stuff that they put in there is like sometimes there's been weird stuff found in those drinks.
Thank you for that. You couldn't wait till I finish it? I don't give a fuck what's in it. These things are delicious.
I found a fish.
You
and
get
one.
the straw out of it. Come on, you mother.
Yo, Coop, how is your fear of fish going these days anyway?
It's getting better.
Still working on it. Apparently,
Is that why you're still wearing condoms?
Yeah,
On
I'm
his
using
feet?
the condoms
on
as
his
nets
feet?
now.
So, Coop, look, here's the problem with these things. So you got a little straw here, and see this hole?
Yeah.
Like, these things are not exactly, So you got to kind of squeeze the top a little bit, not too hard.
Uh-huh.
But when you pop this thing in, you got to let it go a little bit, or it's going to go squirting all over. Kind of like a woman's orgasm, See that? Real nice.
I've been trying to work on. I'm trying to work more on the independent scene when it comes to film writing and that. And I'm trying to work on a new film called Squirterella.
Is that a porn?
It's about a beautiful lady going around to a bunch of guys and squirting them in the face with a water gun.
Is that a metaphor,
right.
or are you being serious?
See, I was going to offer my services as a cast member, but that shit just doesn't sound fun.
It's a prank show. Oh.
Yo, these are refreshing as hell, man.
What flavor is that? Hawaiian?
Mountain Cooler, baby. It's got apple, raspberry.
Apple. You know what? Apple is probably the least of my favorite fruit drinks.
You don't like apple juice?
I've never been a big fan of apple juice. There was always the apple and orange thing. I'd always go orange juice. Always. I don't know why. Just orange juice. Apples have as much like of the same vitamins as oranges do, or something, or
Nah, not at all.
But apples are delicious. Like Coop, that's like a proper fucked up choice. The apples, oranges. Condom or no condom? I'm going condom.
well, I mean,
Come on.
Apples are hard for me because I don't like melted apples. I don't like apple pie. I don't like warm apples or anything like that. I'll eat like plain apples, like slices of apples.
Dude, Honeycrisp apple is like the best thing on the earth.
No Granny Smith apple? No Red Delicious?
I love Granny Smith apples.
Granny Smith.
But a Honeycrisp apple is like a cross between a Granny and Red Delicious. And they're fucking delicious. No. I'm sorry. It's a cross between a Granny and a Fuji apple.
A Fuji apple. I don't think we've ever even had that.
The Fuji apples, the little pinky ones.
Pinky ones? Exactly. Yeah, they kind of like almost got like tiger stripes on them too, kind of.
What the hell?
Excuse me. Pardon me.
Man, I've got some research to do with Fuji apples, I guess.
Dude, I wouldn't. Dude, my pop grew a fucking orchard when I was growing up.
I want to see an apple with zebra colors.
Before you go spending your time checking out different kinds of apples, just check out what it is to have sex without a condom. Like that should be really high on your list of priorities right now.
Man, I mean,
now just look,
I'm trying to save that for the girl that's like with me for the end, right? It's like I thought that would be special for her. It's like
just give her a heads up that this is going to happen real fast. You need a few minutes, unless you're like me and you're like the Energizer Bunny and just keep humping like a Catholic rabbit. But take a smoke break, rejuvenate yourself. Water. Round 2. You'll be better off.
Yeah.
Without a condom.
Everyone needs a few rounds once in a while, you know?
I feel like this is going to be like a documentary now.
We used to use them just for the hell of it, you know? Like when they started in with the flavors and all that stuff and the his and her pleasure or pleasure for both and all that shit. But it lasts about 5 minutes and then it goes because it's not pleasure for anybody.
I think with us it was a case of like, you know, when living with your parents, it was a case of less mess.
Are you talking about by yourself or with a partner?
Well, with a partner, obviously.
Oh, okay.
But then as you grow up, you realize that like the messier, the better. Yep.
I'm still thinking about that chocolate on your teeth from last week. That was hot.
I'm just thinking of my stained sheets.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I think this is already like
9 o'clock at night outside right now.
It's
what here?
It's pouring out.
It was pouring yesterday for us here. Maybe the weather's gone over there now. I'm not sure. But hey, do you guys have any weird news that you guys brought this week?
Just like you've never had sex.
I've already brought the weirdest thing by saying that I don't have sex without a condom yet.
That is pretty weird.
Oh my god. Indigo's cracking me up in the chat.
What's Indigo saying in there?
Alright, first she said, stop teasing. This is directed towards Day. Day, stop teasing. He's saving himself. Right under that, he said, I feel like I should be paying $1.50 a minute for this. Wait, that's not $1. I'm sorry. Is that a euro, Indigo? I'm not playing with a full deck.
I'm not.
Is that a euro?
Yeah, I think they're euros out there or pounds. Are they called pounds?
Yeah, it's pounds, but
It's the thing.
Is it a little
sent me,
E?
Jay.
Is it a little E or a little squiggle with a line?
Yeah. That's it. That's a pound.
Yeah,
That's
like a
okay.
little curl down, line in the bottom, line in the middle.
Yeah, that's it. Pound. Yeah, she just confirmed it. It's a pound.
Man, what a
I'm
funny-
170
what a
now.
great currency named pound. I know you get that's like classic though, right? I mean, like you can do so many sex term jokes with that pound.
Oh, I forget what country it is, or it might be one of the 18,000 islands in Indonesia. But they still use gold or silver, like actual like rocks. They come in like try to pay for shit
Really?
with rocks. I'd be like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? Go to a jeweler, a pawn shop? Thanks. No.
Do you guys remember the story of that person that went on an island and it was like like there are people out there that are like distancing themselves from the rest of the world, right? There's like native tribes out there that don't want to be known, kind of thing, right?
Are you speaking of Amish people?
No, it's like tribes. They're people that they're on their own islands. There was this person there, some kind of like tourist tried going to interact with these individuals that don't talk to people, and he ended up dying on the island. So
For real?
Yeah,
So
I think what happened is it was a restricted island because of the fact that there was this tribe that is deserted from the rest of the world. So they didn't want anybody interacting with them, interfering with their lives.
Right.
So this individual broke rules, jumped a ship, tried going on their island, and he ended up scaring the tribe, and they killed him.
Sounds like that movie The Beach with Leonardo.
Maybe. I actually never seen that movie.
Really? I definitely never seen that shit, dude. It's a good movie.
But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's just some people don't want to be recognized, and like that causes issues for the rest of the world, right? But some people
Probably.
just leave. If the people don't want to be, if they do their own thing, just let them do their own thing, right? So
That's my philosophy. Yeah, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, to be fair, like maybe they made a martyr out of him because now who the fuck's going to go and bother with them? Because come see us, we're going to murder you. Yeah.
Well, the guy's
We're
own.
going to wear your spleen as a hat. Come see us.
As far as I know,
What? That's savage as fuck, man. Holy shit. I gotta watch my language, man. What is it with you two that make me drop the F-bomb constantly? Fuck you guys.
I barely.
I had to get it out. Sorry. I'm done. I love you guys. You know, I love everybody. Come on.
I've barely said it on the podcast.
I know. It's me. You guys prompt me to say it.
Yep. I'm blaming the traffic. That's why I'm still swearing.
All right. Fair enough. Shit.
Oh man. So do you guys have any other weird news that you guys read this week or anything that you guys wanted to bring up?
You know what? I didn't.
Right. There's this Canadian dude, and I think he's a comedian or something like that, and he's never had sex without a condom.
I heard about that day. I just heard about that this morning.
Yeah. What's his name?
What time is it?
What's his name?
I'm not sure. I think we may know him. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
But I do know that when he meets the right person, he's going to drop the condom.
Yeah.
And he's going to drop a load real quick, too.
Yeah. That's what I said. The exact same thing. He's going to drop one hell of a load real quick.
Speaking of loads,
and you know that the first words out of his mouth, once he's done it is, he's going to say, shit, that never happened before. I promise that has just never happened before. I'm really sorry.
I don't know why this keeps happening.
All right, so I have on my screen here. Have you guys heard about these orange-size hail that rained down in Italy?
What happened?
There was these orange-size hail that dropped down in Italy. I've got the video right here.
I'm looking.
Let's see if I can expand it a little bit more. Oh, sorry guys. It's there we go. Can you guys see it?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to pop. There we go.
Oh, it's all this is in Italy right now, and these are orange-size hail that is going down in the parking lot right here.
Well, how nice would that be to catch one of them in the face?
Yeah, it's that's probably one of the biggest size hails I've ever seen. They were orange size, like bigger than tangerines.
Oh man, all them windshields getting cracked.
That's crazy, man. It's like this is July right now. We're getting hail in Italy.
Look at them just shattering on the ground. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
Believe it or not, dude. I can't tell you how many times up here, like even during the summer, like all of a sudden, it's not quite that big, although there has been. But lately, it's been more like jawbreaker size. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about the ridiculous ones that don't fit in your mouth. Like a regular jawbreaker.
Yeah, I mean, look, here's another video footage of the hail in Italy here. Look at the size of these things. Man.
Yeah, and the bounce like golf balls.
Yeah,
they do, man.
They don't even break.
Wow, they're massive. I'd be scared. Man, that could probably knock somebody out too.
That could probably kill someone.
Yeah.
Oh, you think?
Okay, I came across this dumbass here. We gotta watch this idiot.
Let's watch an idiot. We're watching 3 of them right now.
Is this the old bucket guy?
This is the moron of the week.
The moron
Is this the same dude? Is this the same dude that jumps on Lego?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Sure is. I bet that shit fucked up some shit. Gorilla Strong, it definitely fucked up some shit.
Oh my god.
That's just fucking hilarious.
He fucking jumped in fucking look at this. Look at
what the hell was he doing? Wait, I just seen a quick clip of that.
Barbed wire.
Oh. Why?
One more.
The lengths people will go to for internet fame. He jumps on some Lego. He jumps on some Lego, gets loads of trends all over, and thinks, let's step it up a notch and switch the Lego out for barbed fucking wire.
That is one of. I mean, I've seen some dumb shit. I've done some dumb shit, but I'm not doing that.
This guy.
And he'll never be in pro wrestling ever. Like ECW's long gone. I don't know if he realizes that wrestling's pretty much PG. Sometimes they border over to 13, but.
He was just about to jump and it's the loading. Damn. He just says, fuck their shit and jumps. Anyways, that's my moron of the week.
That might be the moron of the month. Are you kidding me right now, you dumbass?
just wait for his next one, because next one he's jumping onto my fist.
All right. So this news story here. Did you guys hear about? There's always money trucks that sometimes money flies out of trucks, right?
No.
So, and this video was of I think over like $100,000 went out of this truck here, or this one of these armored trucks. I don't know why it's taken so long to play the video, but along the whole
McDonald's, that looks good.
There we go. Okay, so all this is money that people have pulled over, and they're trying to collect all this money that fell out from this truck.
Damn, he made it rain while driving.
Would you guys be one of these individuals that would pull over and try and take any of this money that fell out of a truck?
Hell no.
Yes.
I would help you.
Yes.
So that is a lot of people that lined up to grab all this money. Now, here's what the person said. Dunwoody police tell me it is possible well over $100,000 in cash covered 285 West last night after a door on an armored truck came open. If you picked up any of the cash, police are asking you return it, or you could be charged with theft.
First of all, bullshit. I call bullshit on that. If you're driving an armored truck, how does the door come open? They got to get fired and investigated first off, because that shit was done on purpose. You ever see them trucks?
Yeah,
Shoot a bazooka at them. Ain't gonna phase it none. I watch movies. Shit.
I'm just seeing if I see anything else for weird news I saw this week. No. Oh, look at this. You can always look at geese stopping the road in Canada. Look at that.
Hold on.
There's traffic always comes to a halt when there's a load of geese going across the street.
Gorilla, who always shouts out ICP? I'm missing this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm catching up with the chat here.
Oh, not sure what's going on in the
He
chat.
also elbow dropped a microwave too.
Oh yeah, okay. We're talking about the dude that jumped on the barbed wire. Okay, so that's
I'm surprised it panned out like that. Most of the time, it is bundled.
That's what I brought for weird news this week. I just thought I'd show you guys some.
Dumbass. I'm sorry. Indigo and Gorilla are fucking me up right now.
Oh, Gorilla's
The chat's fucking hilarious right now.
Gorilla's strong. What's up, man? What's up, Gorilla?
Ah, shit.
Hopefully everything. We all know we all love you, Gorilla, and hopefully everything is going okay with everything. We love you, Gorilla.
Gorilla, if you can't hear me, you a juggalo, brother?
Did I have anything else that I could bring for weird news? No. Did you guys bring anything else that you guys wanted to talk about today?
I drug myself out here. Does that count? That's weird.
No, but I think we've covered most of everything we wanted to talk about today, right? Like,
yeah.
Did we miss anything? So once again, I want to clarify everybody that this style of what we do with Google Hangouts on air is ending as of the end of July, the last day of July. So you will unfortunately no longer get this format on YouTube, which sucks. So
am I, Gorilla. So am I.
Like I said, we'll figure it out. But I would still like to do this style for replays. Absolutely. Because I think me just taking the time, and I think a lot of people are liking the replays and the graphics that I'm doing it for that. Do you guys like the new graphics and the intro I made?
Love it.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's no disrespect to the last one, but I think it's a great improvement. You know,
yeah. That's kind of what I always like doing with graphics. Like when I feel like I need to step it up. That's when I like take a few days of myself and I work on the graphics and everything like that. So, but yeah.
Let me ask y'all a quick question to both of you.
So, yeah.
Y'all know what a juggalo is? Or a juggalette?
A juggalo.
A juggalette. Not a gigolo. A juggalo. Or a
like
juggalette. Anybody?
Sounds
No.
like a juggler. That's like...
Okay. No worries.
Come on then. Don't leave us hanging.
Oh, I'm leaving you hanging. Definitely.
Oh. You know, you're such a fucking dickhead sometimes.
I am. I know. I don't mean to be that, but it's kind of hard. Well, it's kind of like somebody that like dips their nuts in your soup, bloop, type deal, you know.
But the dip nuts in soup. I mean, hopefully it's cold.
You forgot the bloop part. Bloop.
You know what, Ray? You can dip your nuts in my soup any day.
Thank you, Day. Likewise.
You know what? That just sounded like a soup. Dicks in my soup. Or that sounds like a soup. I can't remember what I just said.
I got it. Yes.
This is why me.
So like I'm sure this is an American English translation fuck up again, because to me that it's teabagging. Surely it's teabagging.
That would be teabagging, technically, yes.
Yeah, teabagging. That's what it's called. It's basically when a gamer like kills somebody, he'll go over their body and like put his nuts on their face. It's just, I guess that's what that term is.
I'd bite them off in a heartbeat. Done.
I can't because
Spit 'em
I'm
back
always losing. I'm terrible at shooting games.
No, Coop
If this
teabagging
ends
isn't
up on
just
Pornhub, Indigo says.
yeah. Coop teabagging isn't just gaming. It's a real thing. People do that shit, you know.
Baby.
I could definitely. You know what? I'm not. I could definitely see people doing like that. I mean, like people do all these crazy stuff, right? I mean, like
You've got a mental image right now. Some balls in your mouth.
there's. Do you know who Jimmy Carr is?
Thank you. Sweet.
Yes. Yeah.
Jimmy Carr.
I've seen Jimmy Carr live a fair few
Really?
times.
He is my favorite comic. He is my.
He's absolutely great.
He's my inspiration of how I do my stand up and that, right? As you can tell, my set and my jokes are usually like, 9 to 10 seconds long, and that's kind of the range that Jimmy Carr does. He does those quick little joke things. So
yeah.
But he has in his recent stand up, he made like a whole bit of asking all these people about all these sex positions, right? So apparently there's something called the donkey punch.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's another real thing. It's a real thing, Coop.
That's definitely a real thing.
Whip that condom off and try it.
Oh.
The donkey punch. You friggin' what? No.
You've never heard of a donkey punch?
I've heard of the donkey punch, but it sounds like it doesn't sound...
Jimmy Carr's deadpan delivery.
There's a Spider-Man, there's the Batman, where you do something to like the bed sheet and then you like wrap it around your neck or something like that, like a cape. Man, all these sex... Can we do this for episode 69?
Of course. You're getting ahead of yourselves. I'm telling you right now. Oh God.
The Spider-Man's great. Is it?
Oh, which brings me to, when does this format officially end?
This format ends at the end of July.
End of July.
Like I said,
11.
You go in the kitchen now, so I go to bed.
Yeah, will do.
The Google Hangout on air is not going to work anymore for YouTube Live, so because they're taking that function away. So, we'll try and do like maybe some test runs to see maybe a format of what could fit us. But in the meantime, I'll look into this Hangouts Meet thing and see how much it will cost us.
All right, let me know so maybe we can work something out.
But in the meantime, I think our focus right now is to next week's episode, right?
Yes, sir. Where are we at? 68?
This next episode is 69, so it's you're the host next time.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you guys have fun today? Did you have anything else to mention?
Always do.
Probably.
But in the meantime, everybody who's been supporting the Morning Glory podcast, who's been supporting this format, I've had so much fun doing this. It's just too bad that I have to not be lazy anymore and have to figure out how to do my own stuff. Come on, I like the easy method.
This is really easy.
It is
self-producing.
It is. It's just the only thing I have to do is the editing and graphics, everything. It works out. So, but yeah, I look forward to episode 69. Do you guys want to give us a little plug where we can find you guys?
Well, shit. Oh yeah, you got it up on a thing now. I got this down cold. It's RayRoc at RayRoc421. If you want to find me on Twitter, I don't use Facebook because it sucks, and I still don't know what my Instagram is. It's probably the same thing. RayRoc, 421. I don't know. I just click on the thing, or if I get a notification, I click on it. I'm always logged in. I don't log out of nothing, so I forget my passwords.
You can also follow him on Instagram too, right?
Don't do it, Ray.
And Dayton, where can people find you?
I don't know right now. I've just broke my fucking toe.
You broke your toe.
I think so.
What the hell did you do?
What? This is a danger.
Were you trying to
zone.
walk and chew gum at the same time? I told you stop doing that.
Kick the baby gate.
Oh.
Oh, bastard.
Oh well,
Right, so if you're into cripples with broken toes, it's at Thanks Dayton for Twitter.
Is that supposed to be a joke, you dick?
What?
What?
What? It's not a joke.
I walk with a kid. Oh, come up over the pond. Oh, man. Don't make me go all Percy on you, because I will slap the fucking taste out your mouth. You understand what the fuck I'm telling you?
I do, but you know what? Do you know what? You can try all you want. You still get teabagged.
Best comeback ever. I love it.
Oh
God. All right.
So as far as Twitter, it's at Thanks Dayton, and Instagram, it's at Dayton Jay UK
/teabag.
Yeah.
Well, I want to.
Now Finley's telling me about teabagging. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Well, that's the kids who teach us this stuff.
Yeah.
I want to thank both you personally for always holding down the co-hosting positions and making the show always fun.
We have fun, brother.
I thank all of you, especially who have been joining us live. Shout out to Indigo. Shout out to RayRoc. My man Garo Strong. Hopefully everything's all love you. Thank you so much, brother, for dropping in here. Daniel was in here. Ray Sean was in here. Did I miss anybody else? Jim Case was in here. Thanks so much, Case. And you guys are awesome. Love you all. And we'll see you next week for episode 69, right?
Yes, we will.
See you soon.
Live action. It's going to be live. Live 69.
Peace out.
Peace.
If you would like to support the Morning Glory podcast, make sure to go check out patreon.com/Coop the Comedian for behind-the-scenes exclusive content. You can also check out all my stand-up comedy on Patreon, as well as Taste the Strain episodes. Patreon.com/Coop the Comedian.